I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You're watching Lubed. This is my game review for the Edmonton Oilers Los Angeles Kings game number 4 Western Conference quarterfinal matchup. This series is now officially tied at 2 games apiece and now is a best of 3. 2 games are going to be played in Edmonton out of this best of 3, and a guarantee that we are going to game number 6 as the Los Angeles Kings really outplayed the Edmonton Oilers last night in pretty much all facets of the game, defeating the Oilers 4-0. It wasn't pretty, but I do think that the Oilers had a lot of effort and they had a few looks, but it just... Los Angeles played the Edmonton Oilers the way you need to play them. They played them by being in their face, not giving them an inch, not giving them any chance to breathe, not allowing them to set up, basically. Props to the Kings. That's how you play the Oilers. That's exactly how you play the Oilers. And it was a desperation response by this team. What I didn't like is... And ironically enough, Chuck, the Iceman Liddell, happened to be in the audience for this game. But it was almost, again, I said in the previous game review I did about the WWE, this was like MMA, WWE. Like, honest to God, the DDT that Mikey Anderson gave Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Jake the Snake Roberts would have been proud of. I mean, and it's a dangerous play. Like... They got it, like, if you want to get rid of hits to the head, well, you also got to get rid of ramming the guy's head into the ice, too. Like, I wasn't too thrilled about that, but at the same time, you got to take it as it comes because, I mean, Evander Kane was a little suspect, too, right? So, overall, good game, hard-fought game, and this is playoff hockey. It's playoff hockey at its finest, and like I said in my pre-playoff video that I did with Sammy, this is going to be a different year. You're going to see very tight series. It's anyone can win the Stanley Cup this year. Anyone can win the Stanley Cup. You look at what Dallas is doing to Calgary right now. That's another series that is really being a shocker when everyone is basically labeling Calgary Flames as the Stanley Cup champions. But where's Johnny Gaudreau? Not showing up right now in the playoffs. That's for sure. Anyway, I'm not doing a Calgary review. I'm doing the Oilers review. So let's just dive into the scoring summary of this particular game. Once again, there was no goals by the Oilers. Jonathan Quick gets the shutout. Trevor Moore opens the scoring, his second of the playoffs, at 8:03 from Philip Daigneault and Carl Gungstrom. Followed by Troy Stetcher, his first of the playoffs from Blake Lizotte and Alex Iafallo. It's 2-0 after the first. LA hammering the Oilers, like really hammering the Oilers. The shots after the first was 20-8 after the first. In the second period, there was no scoring, but again, LA kept on the intensity, kept on the pressure. Really not giving an inch to the Oilers. A couple notable Oilers that I thought didn't have exactly very good games was Warren Foegele and Derek Brassard. Derek Brassard kind of has an excuse because he hasn't played in a few weeks, but Warren Foegele, he's been right in the mix, and he did not look like a guy that was playing playoff hockey. I barely noticed him, actually. So anyway, we go to the third period. Carl Grundstrom gets his first of the playoffs from Trevor Moore. It's 3-0, and then at 18:29, Carl Grundstrom gets his second of the night, his second of the playoffs from Troy Stecher and Dustin Brown. That's your final, 4-0. As far as the stats go, the LA Kings outshot the Edmonton Oilers 46-31. The Oilers out-hit the Kings 38-27. Kings were better on the face-off dot, 33-26, and I think they were reporting after the first period, I believe it was, or after the second period. Anze Kopitar was 6-0 against Draisaitl on the face-off dot. So Draisaitl was really struggling in the face-off dot last night. So yeah, not very good. But overall, the LA Kings had a 55% margin on the face-offs. Power play opportunities, both had 3 each. Both were unable to score. Total penalties, both had 9 penalties. Penalty minutes, both had 42 minutes. Blocked shots, LA blocked a lot more than, well, not too much more, but 19-12 were the blocked shots. So it's pretty close in those regards. But like I said, the biggest factor of this game was the fact that Los Angeles was able to smother the Oilers. They weren't allow the Oilers to build that fire and build that intensity. And a lot of it was grabbing and holding and all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. Let's go into tomorrow's game for a bit of a preview and see what Covers has. Okay, so right now, the Edmonton Oilers lead by 76% as a favorite going into tomorrow at the Rogers Place in Edmonton. You know Edmonton's going to come out really with fire. Because pretty much tomorrow's game is going to be, it's a must-win game for both teams. It's as simple as that. You don't want to go down 3-2 in the series, because at that point in time, you have to win the next 2 to advance on to the next round of the playoffs. So with Edmonton having home ice advantage, that could be the difference in this series. So yes, the Oilers are a 76 favorite to the Los Angeles Kings, 24%. We'll see what happens. I really suspect Oilers always have a pretty good response to games that I want to say poorly played games, but I really don't think last night was poorly played. I just think they were outplayed big time. And I know that sounds like, well, what's the difference? I really think Edmonton really was trying to put an effort in. It's just they couldn't get anything generated. And that's the difference to me. Anyway, guys, I will see you for my game review, game number 5. And obviously we're going to do a game 6 review. And maybe a game 7 review. We'll see what happens here in the next couple days. You guys have a great night. Take care. And God bless. Go Oilers, go. Oiler fans, the #1 fan base in North America. If you guys like the content that Sammy and I bring you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave messages in the comment section below. We will talk to you soon. Have a great night.